Joining us now is Kathleen Beckman, an exorcist auxiliary, who is also the co-founder of the Foundation of Prayer for Priests. She's here to talk about that upcoming film. We just saw the teaser of Triumph Over Evil, Battle of the Exorcist, which was endorsed by the International Association of Exorcists. Kathleen, thanks so much for being with us.
Oh, it's a blessing to be with you today.
Now, people may have an idea of what an exorcism is from watching films in the past, but most probably don't have a real life experience of that. Can you start off by kind of defining what an exorcism is?
Yes, well, it's important that we consider the truly Catholic perspective of the rite of exorcism. It is a ritual, it is a sacramental, what the church would call a sacramental. It's a prayer ritual. And so it may only be led by a mandated uh, bishop. The bishop's appointee, the mandated exorcist of the diocese. So it is a prayer session in which they are praying, the priest is praying specifically for liberation from all evil spirits to bring the person into freedom of a child of God.
So, Kathleen, for you as an exorcist auxiliary, what is your role in an exorcism?
The exorcist works with a team. It is necessary for him to have a team. And so the team is comprised of laity, men and women. The laity are trained and vetted by the bishop to be in the room with the exorcist. We respond to the exorcist prayers a lot of times in the ritual. Say, for example, there is the Litany of Saints, and we're responding, to the Litany of Saints for the exorcist priest. We also take care of the logistical parts of it, the care of the person who is being prayed over, what they may need during, an hour session or so. There's the part of, taking care to protect the priest from any demonic manifestations that may occur during the ritual of the rite of exorcism. So there's a number of this. There's also the intercessory portion, the prayer, the fasting that an auxiliary will do. So it is to be a team member on the exorcist team present in the room during the rite of exorcism.
Talk about, if you could, Kathleen, how witnessing exorcisms, has it changed your approach to your faith and prayer?
Very much so. Thank you for that question. It has truly deepened my faith. To witness the reality of the battle between good and evil is very profound. But the most profound thing is to see the victory that is Jesus Christ, the Lord working through his chosen priest in order to free a child of God, in order to reclaim their baptism, to set them free, to cast out evil spirits from that person so that they may continue to pursue a life that is free of the torment that comes from the demonic. So I think those of us who serve as auxiliaries or team members who work in this ministry are very much affected in the sense that we see the reality of the battle, and we certainly, I know for me, it really helps me to stay on track in my spiritual life. Daily communion, daily mass, daily holy hour. The rosary is such a weapon. It really helps me to pray more and be aware of especially praying for the priest, the exorcist priest, and all priests are really on the front lines because all priests can pray deliverance prayers and minor exorcism prayers, but only the mandated exorcist can pray the actual ritual.
Wow. So, Kathleen, of course, we'll be asking our audience to be praying for you too, because you're also on the front lines there. So, the movie, the movie Triumph Over Evil, Battle of the Exorcists. Kevin mentioned it is endorsed by the International Association of Exorcists. How can people see the film? And also, I'm just curious, will people learn how they can protect themselves from demonic possession when they see the film?
Yes, that's a great question. They can see the film. It's in the theaters on October 30th only. So if you go online and you can see where your local theater might might be playing that film, I highly recommend it because I did preview the film before doing the bonus recording, and I think it brings to light the reality of really needing to put on the armor of God, of really keeping on that spiritual armor and your prayer life up, and how this is something that, prevention is much better than having to approach the exorcist because you've opened up a door to the evil spirits and now you are dealing with some demonic oppression or possession. And so I think it's very insightful. The movie is insightful. It demystifies, I think, the rite of exorcism and the reality of the church's ministry of healing, deliverance, and exorcism. So I think people will walk away with a desire to really put on the armor of God, as St. Paul teaches us in Ephesians 6, and to shore up, anything that, any vice or sin, perpetual sin that is in their lives, to really strive more for virtue. So I think there's a very practical takeaway from it.
For sure.
When all is, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Kathleen, thank you so much. We'll encourage people to head to triumphoverevilfilm.com to find where they can see it locally on Thursday, October 30th. And we will be praying for you. God bless.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Kathleen.